Hi guys, today we are going to do the review project for chapter 2. So we're really going to look at taking or setting ranges, setting kind of named areas in our worksheet. So I'm going to go into Excel and I'm in chapter 2. I am going to choose the review project 2.1. I am going to download the file, and then once it opens, I am going to save it to wherever I normally save my files. I normally save my files into my SS folder, so that's where I'm going to save them. But you guys would put yours wherever you normally save your files to. So I'm just going to hit save. All right, that is step 1 and 2 in the review sheet. Step 3, it tells me that I want to create some ranges. So I'm going to start by going to my formulas tab. In my formulas tab, here is my defined name. So when I want a certain group of cells to kind of work together and be named something, I'm going to use these and name the range. So the first one I'm going to select is the names of my tablets. So I am a tablet salesperson, and I've got 3 brands, Apple, Samsung, Toshiba, and I'm looking at how many I sold for the week, so Monday through Friday. So once I've highlighted the names of the manufacturers, I am going to click on my Name Manager button and click New. It's going to ask me, okay, what do you want to name this range? And I could really name it whatever I want, but since the first word is Apple, I'm going to name it as Apple. And it asks me, okay, where are these? What group do you want to use? Exactly what I've highlighted is what's in here, B2 to D2. So I'm going to click OK. Now, I am going to select another one. So I'm going to close this down and I'm going to highlight the days of the week, Monday through Friday. And again, I'm going to choose Name Manager and I'm going to do a new one. And it asks me, what do I want to name this group of cells? Well, I'm going to name it Monday, and it's referring to A3 through A7, which is correct. So I'm going to click OK. Now, if you ever want to see these range areas, you can click on your name manager here and you will see what ranges you have names for. So I've got Apple and I've got Monday. Now, step 4 tells me to create and format a total column. So it tells me in E2, I am going to type the word total and then copy the formatting from D2 into E2. So I know that I can do that by clicking on D2. I'm going to go to my Home tab and go to my Format Painter. So I'm going to click once and then I'm going to click on the total. Then whatever you had formatted in D2 is now formatted in E2. Then it says copy the formatting from D8 to E8. So I'm in D8 here. I'm going to go to my Format Painter and copy it to E8. Step B, it says create total named range for cells E3 through E7. So E3 through E7, I am going to highlight, and I am going to go to my Formulas tab and go to Name Manager and New. I want to name this range total, and then I want to click OK. So I've got 3 named ranges currently, Apple, Monday, and total. Tells me to use the sum function and total the range to total the brands by the days of the week. So I'm actually going to go back here, and I'm going to go to Name Manager, and I'm going to change my Monday. So I'm going to click on Monday, and I'm going to hit Edit. Monday, I actually want to be referred to as, and I'm going to highlight this, as the Monday sales. So B3 through D3. Then I'm going to create a new range for Tuesday, and I am going to name it Tuesday, and I am going to highlight, so click down here and refers to, highlight Tuesday's numbers, and then OK. Okay. I'm going to delete this and anything in the referred to box, and now I'm going to highlight it. So now I've got Monday, Tuesday, new. I'm going to do Wednesday. If there's anything in refers to, I'm going to delete it, and I'm going to highlight the Wednesday numbers. I'm going to do a new one again, Thursday. And in the refers to, I'm going to delete it and highlight the Thursday numbers. And then one more new one, and I'm going to call this Friday. And I'm going to take everything out of refers to, and I'm going to highlight the Friday numbers. And click OK. So now I can see I've got the names of my products as Apple. I've got each of the days of the week, and then I've got total here. So now I've got these named ranges. Now it tells me I want to use the sum function and total all of the ranges by the days of the week. So I'm going to go into total here for Monday, which is E3, and I am going to go to my insert function, and I'm going to change it to all, and I am going to look up sum. Well, here's the sum function. It asks me, what do I want to sum? Well, instead of putting in the range, I am going to put in the name, which is Monday. And then I'm going to click OK. You can see here, instead of having cell names here, it is looking at what we group together as the Monday. Now I am going to pull this down, and I'm just going to copy using the fill handle this formula all the way down. But I am going to change it. In E4, I want to change Monday to Tuesday. In E5, I want to change Monday to Wednesday. So what this is doing is it's referring to those group of cells that you named the days of the week. Thursday, and then last Friday. So since we named these cells, it can kind of refer to those. Step 5, it says edit the formulas in B9 through D13 to use the appropriate ranges. So D9 says to sum up everything, and when we group the names together, we shouldn't have grouped the names together. We should have called Apple all of this stuff, these numbers, Samsung all of these numbers, and Toshiba all of these numbers. So I'm going to go to my name manager. I'm going to go to my Apple and hit edit. In the refers to, I'm going to delete everything, and I'm going to highlight all of the numbers under Apple. Then I'm going to make a new one called Samsung. I'm going to backspace or delete everything under the refers to and highlight all of the Samsung numbers. And then one more range, and that is called Toshiba. And I'm going to highlight all of the numbers that refer to Toshiba. So the last thing that it's going to tell me to do, so now I've got a lot of named ranges. Now it wants me to take out the cell reference here and put in the names. So for B3 through B7, I am going to put in Apple. It's still going to sum up the same thing, but it's no longer going to be a cell reference. Now, before I move on, I'm going to Control-C this, and then I'm going to press Enter. I am going to replace B3 through B7 with what I've pasted in for Apple. The numbers do not change. The only thing that is going to change is how we've done the formula. So I'm just pasting this right on top, and I'm going to do the same thing to Samsung and Toshiba. So in the Samsung column, instead of C3 through C7, I'm going to type in Samsung. Then I'm going to go back and I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to replace all of the C3s through C7s with Samsung. So I'm just using Control-C and Control-V. Again, the numbers are not changing, it's just how we are doing the formulas because we've named certain groups of cells. So rather than using the cell addresses, we're simply using that cell naming, the range naming. All right, here I'm going to change the D3 through D7 to Toshiba. Go back and I'm going to copy it. And I'm going to paste it under each of the D3s through D7s. All right. Step 6 then says, create a sum, average, medium, and maximum for the totals. Now remember, we named this range here total. I'm going to go into my name manager just to take a look. So total here refers to, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger, E3 through E7. So these are all of my totals. So I want to enter formulas for these totals. So the total of all totals is going to be a sum. So I'm going to go to my insert function. I'm going to go to my all, and then I'm going to choose sum. Instead of putting the cell address in, I am going to put in the word total. Now average, insert function, all, and I'm going to type in average. So here's my average, and instead of the cell reference, I am going to use my total range. Median, insert function, report to the main office. Jose all, Alexander, median, Alex Andrews, Alec Buss, Elise Fujimoto, and instead of the cell, it's going to be the word total, Daly, maximum, and Stuart Ellett, all, report to the main office. Maximum, and I'm just going to type in max here. Click OK, and total. And the last one is minimum, and I know minimum is min, so I'm just going to type in min. Here is my minimum and total. So now I've got everything based on the cell names. I'm going to Control S it, and I am going to upload it now to SimNet.